Hi, I'm Vanessa Napoli. I'm the CEO, founder of Play Lab Beauty. Thanks for having me on today. Play Lab Beauty, we're a physical storefront in Pasadena, California, and we also have an online shop. We curate and sell only the best of K-beauty. That's Korean skincare and makeup that everyone's talking about these days. Everyone's hearing about the Korean sunscreens, 10-step skincare routines. The K-beauty market has exploded from 3,000 to 10,000 brands in less than a year. So there's a lot to navigate, and most of that discovery is happening online. So my business partner and I, with our years of beauty and retail experience, started Play Lab Beauty to help the US customer navigate the category, simplify it, demystify it, bring it offline in an approachable and tangible way. So that's the business, and we were running the business out of my back house, which we lost to the Eaton fire in Altadena in January. So we lost some momentum with some of our growth plans, and the question I have for you is, what's the best way to approach managing risk after a setback like the one we experienced? I mean, I'm already relatively risk adverse for an entrepreneur, whereas my business partner is more aggressive and she's really wanting to continue scaling, open new locations. And then recently found out on top of all this, we're also facing new pressures from a large corporate competitor that's opening up a flagship location right in our neighborhood. So feels like we need to act now, but also feels like we're just getting back on our feet after saving the business from literal disaster. So love to hear your thoughts.
First and foremost, I want to say my heart goes out to you and honestly, all of the people affected by those fires. We had so many creators here at Kickstarter personally affected by it. To answer your question, first, I want to say and just be honest, I tend to be a little bit less on the risk averse side. I genuinely believe if you stay stagnant too long, you die as a business, especially if you have strong competition. It sounds like competition is coming to your doorstep. I say this to the team all the time. I feel the ability to move fast and execute is paramount. And when you're a startup or, a young business, you have to stay nimble as an entrepreneur, and you just can't get too much in your head, right? With that being said, I'm also a big fan of taking calculated risks. So properly weighing out what are the best and worst case scenarios. And what I find very often is that sometimes inaction, right, has worst case scenarios than actually taking the risk. So I think it's about really weighing those scenarios, figuring out how likely they are, and really weighing out the pros and cons. But I would I would go on the side of being a bit more aggressive for sure.
Building on whatever it said, because, entrepreneurship you are at risk already, and it's a kind of choice of different risks and which one plays out, to most fruitfully building your business. Now, by the way, it's great to have co-founders, and it's great to have one of them being a little bit more risk management, the other one a little bit more risk forward, because it allows you to combine your thinking and get to a balanced decision. Because even though risk is essential in entrepreneurship, taking intelligent risk is what's most important. So you need to prioritize kind of like, okay, what are the things that are the most timely risk? What are the things the most urgent? What are the things you can do stuff about? Now, generally speaking, it's a little bit, to build on Everette's thing is, I quote the Shawshank Redemption, part of get busy living or get busy dying as part of entrepreneurship. You do need to be growing into the new things. And so always being a little bit more risk forward by default is a good place to be. And, I think that the kind of way to think about it is to say, like, another way is Bezos has this kind of, one-way doors, two-way doors, like which risks can you take that are kind of good experimental, like, you can build it, and which ones are like, no, this is betting the company. This is betting, the project we're doing. And then you got to be more careful and more systematic on those. You're still going to take those one-way door risks. You just do them, kind of a little bit less, a little bit more, with like scenario planning and early precision. So, but again, just as Everett said, he did the exact same things I was going to when we were kind of jostling and open with, which is, really sorry to hear about the house and everything else. And those are part of the things that are just really difficult. And so, heart goes out to you and also to all the other folks.